Okay, when showing you the belt on this guy, you may have noticed that his blue skirty loincloth thing has got a bit faded and grubby relative to this guy, and that's what I'm going to do now. Very quick. This will probably be the quickest of the lot. Now I used mud brown and light earth while painting the base, and I'm going to use those again to get this look. It's both dirty and kind of creates a faded look, which is quite nice, and worked better than I thought it was going to look when I did it yesterday, so definitely going down there again. And that's the mud brown, and that's the light earth, and I basically just made a ludicrously thin mud brown wash glaze, and all I did was just painting towards the outside edge, which would be the area which would get dirtiest. Painted a kind of a glazy effect. It's almost what you might be doing on a highlight, but you're doing it with a colour that's not a lighter version of your so rather than using a light blue, I'm using the brown, so it's kind of it creates an interesting effect. But the principal thing is you already see how that's changed the character of the outside edge there. You still want to rotate, you don't want to do it over the whole thing. You could do it over the whole thing if you wanted to, but that kind of vibrant blue is still very, very pleasant. And you can do it as thin glazes. You can do some little dots of that might be dried clumps of mud from when this galloped through and picked up some rubbish, little streaks, still in the thin glazy kind of way. And one thing that I did on the other guy is I did some of it in kind of areas on his upper thigh there, so it's kind of faded that area. I didn't really put any into the shadows either, so it's kind of keeping it localized. And I'm going to do same again on this front area. Again, kind of brushing towards the edge. As I said to the guys last night, I don't always know. There is no hard and fast rule. You go, well, I want to make this look a little bit more dirty and knackered. This is one way of doing it. I don't know what it's going to go and look like, but I'm going to try it, and I might like it. And I did. So that kind of, there is a level of everything we do here, of making it up as you go along. So this is the darker, there's still only the mud brown as well. I still haven't gone in using the lighter light earth, which I will do. It's already added that little bit of dirtier, dusty, more of a dusty look than muddy, I think. So yeah, you can see there's a level of randomness to it. It's not trying to be precise. Again, you can do it as much or as little as you want. It's not even necessary, but I kind of want my guys to be battle weary veterans of battle, of galloping across the plains of Westeros or whatever it is. Now I'm going to do a little bit of the light earth and thin that down. Lots and lots. Better to do it too thin than overdo it straight away. That's probably not thin enough. You can see quite a lot on there, but I can spread that out while it's still wet. Too much on my brush there. So if I end up doing little dots of the lighter colour as well in places, that will show different levels of an area here. You can see where my blue was a little bit overkilled at the time, or puddled slightly. And I can put some of this over it that can maybe make that look less to my eye. You can see the sort of randomness of this, but keeping it on the edge. And that'll probably do. Okay. The only thing left, other than a couple of little details, is the tattoos. And I still couldn't decide what to do, so I'm glad I never got around to having to do them last night and making stuff up I wasn't happy with. Because I'm happy with these guys, really. Considering I didn't know what I was going to do to start with, but yeah. That's adding a kind of weathering layer. I'll have a look at it compared to the other guy. I might do a little bit more, just to tie them in a little bit more. But it does tone down quite nicely the loin over very blue loincloth. But yeah, okay.